Today we are going to practice the order of operations, including exponents. Here we go. Okay, so we learned in an earlier video that the order of operations is simply the order we need to do the operations in order to get the right answer. So the operations we worked with before were addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. We talked about multiplication and division being a more powerful operation than subtraction and addition. So we had to do the most powerful operations first. Now, exponents, which we will include in this video, exponents, which will include numbers to the power of another number, and it also includes square roots. We won't be doing square roots in this video, but just know that exponents and square roots are the opposites of each other, and they are more powerful than multiplication and division. Exponents are repeated multiplication and division, and multiplication and division are repeated addition and subtraction. So as we go up, they get more powerful. You always have to do the most powerful operation first when you're faced with a series of operations in a question. And it's also important to remember that parentheses, brackets, whatever you'd like to call them, they are the only things that can change the order of operation. They tell you to do this first. The acronyms PEDMAS or GEMS, those are just little tricks to kind of help us remember what we need to do first. So parentheses, grouping, that is always the first thing we do. Exponents, that would be the second thing that we do. Division and multiplication, that would be the third thing we do. And then addition and subtraction would be the last thing that we do. And we always move left to right when we are working within a certain level. So if we're just working with addition and subtraction and we have more than one, we go left to right. Division goes left to right, exponents left to right, and brackets left to right as well. Let's try some examples. Here I have an addition, I have an exponent, and I have a multiplication. Exponents are the most powerful, so I'll do that first. 3 to the power of 2 just means 3 times 3, which is 9. So I am left with an addition and a multiplication. I have to multiply first because that's more powerful. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 4 is 22. So when we're faced with a question like this, first of all, we need to understand what this line means. It means division. It means the entire top expression must be divided by the entire bottom expression. So because of this, it's implied that there are brackets on the top and on the bottom. We don't actually have to write them, but you do have to understand that the entire top must be completed and the entire bottom must be completed down to one number, and then the division would be the last step. So here I've got 12 minus 4 times 2. So I have to multiply these two numbers first, which will give me 8, and then I subtract the 8 from 12. So 12 minus 8 is 4. So I have completed my top expression. I have it down to one single number. Now my bottom. 4 to the power of 2 is 16. 16 minus 14 is 2. So now I have what looks like a fraction. It is a fraction. Fraction just means division. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Okay, here we've got a lot going on. We've got a subtraction, we've got an exponent, we've got a multiplication, and we also have brackets. So brackets mean do this first. Within the brackets, though, I have two things going on. I have a subtraction and an exponent. So I have to do the exponent first. 2 to the power of 3 means 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. 10 minus 8 is 2, times 6 is 12. Okay, now it's your turn. Pause the video, try these questions on your own, and then come back and check your answers. Okay, let's just remind ourselves that this line here means to divide, and there are implied brackets up here, meaning I have to finish the entire top expression down to one single number, as well as the entire bottom expression down to a single number before I do the final top divided by bottom. So I've got 30 divided by 3 to the power of 2, so the exponent must be done first. 3 times 3 is 9. So this is 30 minus 9, which is 21. On the bottom, I have 3 times 7, which equals 21. So finally, 21 divided by 21 equals 1. Here I have another division question, but I'll have to resolve my entire top expression and my entire bottom expressions individually before I do my final division. So up top I have an addition and a multiplication, but my addition is in brackets, so it must be done first. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 times 5 is 40. And down here I have an addition and I have an exponent, so my exponent must be done first. 2 to the power of 3, that means 2 times 2 times 2, that's 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. 40 divided by 10 equals 4. And over here, I've got some addition, I've got an exponent, and I've got a multiplication, and I have some things in brackets. So within the brackets, which is where I need to start working, the most powerful thing in here is the exponent. So I'll do that first. 4 times 4 is 16. This one is a little more complicated, so you probably will need to write the steps down. Okay, I still have some things to solve in the brackets here. 16 times 2 is 32, plus 3 is 35. So the entire value of the inside the brackets is 35. And then I'll have to add that to 5, which gives me 40 for my final answer.